Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Time FK7, or is it Time FK8? Let me know down in the comments because I'm not sure if I should change my name or should I just have the channel name just Time, just in case in the future something else happens. But for now, this is Time FK7. Welcome back to the channel, and today, as you saw in my last video, I bought a Type R, and this Type R is a 2021 Honda Civic Type R and Boost Blue. Let's go. First impressions of this car, it's really an amazing looking car. This in particular is a Boost Blue. This color is actually new for the 2020s because 2019 and older, they had a color called Aegean Blue, which is a darker color than this lighter blue. But this color, I love it because it pops in the sun, and like the camera doesn't do justice. Like you have to see this in person, and like that's one of the things that I love about this car because of the unique color that this car has. This is the last of the 10th gens. Now this year, or beginning of next year, they're gonna be starting to roll out the 11th gen Type Rs. In the front, I wanna start off with the Honda badge right here. Now this red Honda badge is exclusive to the Type Rs, and I like the color of it. And then we have like the Type R logo right here. The Type is small, and then they made the R like a big red R, so that like they can be like, oh wow, that's a Type R. So you can tell that it's a Type R from far away because of this badge right here and the red Honda badge. As well as another thing that I like about this car is just the body style and like the kit that it has. This right here is a carbon fiber material right here with the red outline. So you're really gonna make the car pop with this kind of detail right here. But yeah, overall this car looks amazing, especially with this lip right here. And then their LED headlights. So this is full LED, the turn signals, the low beam, high beams, the daytime running light. And of course, before I forget, obviously we have a hood scoop right here. Now this side is actually one of my favorite sides. So actually all the sides of this car is actually like my favorite. But if you look at this vehicle from all angles, it's just like, wow. But on the side, right here, we have our 20-inch wheels, and then we have our big Brembo caliper brakes. They painted nice, red and big with the Brembo logo on it, just to let you know, just to remind you that these are Brembo brakes. And on top of the big Brembo brakes and the 20-inch wheels, we have our tire, which is a Continental Conti Pro Contact 6. And these are very sticky tires, especially if you're going to take this car to the track. Then these tires are nice and perfect to provide that grip and traction that you need when cornering and when accelerating. So these are really nice tires. There is like this much of a tire wall, but that's fine. Just don't go over potholes. But it is a sports car, so just be careful not to go in potholes, and just look ahead and try not to ruin your tires because it hurts. And who can't forget about the rear of this car with this big wing. And then of course, just like in the front, we have a red Honda badge and then our Type R logo. And then of course, my favorite part of this car, just like with my Sport hatch, we have our triple mounted center exhaust. Not dual, like what we have in the Sport, but triple. It's really unique looking exhaust, and I think it looks great on this car, especially with this body kit and then with this diffuser down here. Just like with the triple exhaust setup, we have our triple spoiler setup. So we have one up here, it's a vortex generator for the aerodynamics, and then we have our big wing, of course. And then last but not least, we have like this little lip right here. So a triple spoiler setup on this Type R. So we're inside of this car, and right off the bat, this material right here really feels good. It's an Alcantara material. Now I am worried that it might get dirty in the future. It's not, you're not easily going to be able to wipe this off like you would do on a leather steering wheel. This right here being Alcantara, you got to be careful. You got to make sure that your hands are clean, and like pretty much, don't eat in your car. That's my advice for you, because if you spill your drink or your food, this is not a leather seat. It could possibly leave a stain. So obviously we're not gonna want that. So as much as possible, do not eat in this car. And then of course we have our seats. It's a bucket seat. It's nice and comfy. It's perfect size actually for a guy like me. I'm 5'5", and like this is the perfect size. The placement of the headrest is perfect. Nice bolsters on the side, and it just feels perfect for a guy my size. So I'm 5'5", about 160 pounds, and like it's amazing. It feels comfortable, and then I'm confident in very long road trips that you're still gonna be comfy with the feeling of the chair. And then of course this car comes in a manual transmission only, so you're not gonna get an automatic on a Civic Type R because this car comes with manual transmission only. So you are gonna get those 3 pedals and the gear shifter right here. So don't be surprised if you're going to the dealer and like you see 3 pedals, or you see a shifter that has 6 numbers on it and then the R, because that's just how it is. You can't get an automatic transmission on this car. But overall, first impressions, the inside, just like with the Civic Sport hatch, it just feels more premium in here, especially with the materials that they use. So another thing that I want to mention, so like as soon as I'm done driving, now I'm a short person, so I have to move up a little bit, but getting out of the car, because this seat is bolstered, you see how like it's raised right here, so you can't just like get out of the car easily. What I do is I put the chair back and then put my leg over. There's a little space right here where I can just put my leg over, and then I step out just like that. And then getting in is the same thing, but in reverse. I do just keep the chair seated a little bit back, and then I push myself forward to get in my comfortable driving position. So that's one thing to note. Okay, so first impressions, this car, if you're a first time manual driver, this car is actually going to be easy because it has like hill start assist, and it has like, as much as possible, it has like all kinds of assist functions for you. But the feeling of this car is just absolutely smooth. So we're gonna start driving.
Not too fast, okay?
I know. Why are you talking? I have to start over then.
No, you're fine. You can include that in the video. See, okay. We're fighting, guys.
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault, guys. We're gonna return this, guys, on Monday, okay?
Yikes. Driving this around corners, you're really gonna have fun. It's a fun car. Woo! And obviously I haven't tried the R mode yet, but right now we're on sport mode, which is the default mode. Even if you set it to comfort, it's still gonna set itself back to sport mode. So every time you wanna use the comfort mode, you'd always have to switch it to the comfort mode, which is fine. I mean, I'm cool with sport mode.
You keep laughing. What's funny?
What's funny? I'm just happy.
You're like,
I don't know. I just can't stop smiling. Like every time I see this car, every time I'm in this car, if I'm driving it, like this smile never goes away. Maybe because it's a new car, but like right now I can't believe it. I'm in disbelief right now. Like I don't know what to say. It's my dream car, and it's like I'm living a dream, or it's like I'm in a dream, not living the dream, but
yeah, you're also living a dream, though.
I guess, but yeah, it's like it's like I'm dreaming right now. Like, don't wake me up.
Yeah, that's why you're living a dream, though. You didn't know that?
Oh my god. Okay.
Wait, you know what? You're too short because there's like a gap over here.
Not really.
Okay,
like
focus on driving, please.
It's like the perfect size. above 3,000 RPM, you can really start to feel the car pull. Anything below under 3,000 RPM, then like it's just like a normal everyday car pretty much. But yeah, that was a nice little pull, and this is just on sport mode, and like I wasn't even full throttle yet, and the light is green and we stalled. Woo.
Damn, what the heck? Come on, fix it.
I'm like doing two things at once. So for those of you who saw that, I just stalled, which I didn't mean to, but it happens sometimes, you know, especially if you're not used to it. But yeah, it's a nice car.
For a first-time driver.
For first-time drivers, it's really easy. Now it's time for subscriber builds, while I show off the viewers' builds on this channel. And our first build for today is... Our first build for today is from Case and Call with his vision of an 11th gen, and he says, "So I know it's not a 10th gen, but this is my 11th gen Civic of something I've created to show me a way of how I want to modify it sometime later. Thanks." Next is Ryan Perino, and he says, "Hey Chris, here's my 2021 Honda Civic Sport hatch. I enjoy the content, man. Keep up the good work." And our last build for today is from Sam Bickford, and he says, "Hey Chris, love your videos, keep up the great content. Here's my 2020 Civic hatch. Hope you dig it." If you want me to feature your build on this channel, send me an email at Time FK7 so that I can feature your build on my upcoming videos. Back to the video. So it is starting to rain a little bit, guys, but I want to ask you, what type of videos do you want to see on this Type R? So as much as possible on my upcoming videos, I'm probably gonna, just make reviews of this car and probably just keep it stock for a little bit until I can get something. And of course, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install and like the review of everything that I get for this car. But yeah, my full-on review would come in a future video, so be sure to check that out. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This is Time FK7. Before it starts pouring, that's the end of the video, and peace out.